Hello, this is High Templar. Welcome back to my Total War Warhammer 2 multiplayer battles. And this one is special, as you can see. This is a free-for-all. It's not the one that I've did the best in, but it's certainly one of the more interesting ones. So, not to spoil anything, what's going on. So this is my build here. I have Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower, just in case, you know, monsters and stuff. And there is some maneuver to use it. But that was a risky pick, I know. I have 6 Spearmen, I have 4 Lothran Seaguard, I have 2 Swordmasters of Hoets, and 3 White Lions of Race. I did not pick any camp because I expected other people to bring a lot of anti-large, especially against high elves. So that's why I bring none. That was a gambit. For the greenskin player, we have Nasty Skulkers, we have Night Goblins, we have more Nasty Skulkers, Night Goblin Archers with the Rusty Arrows. It's interesting pick that it's Night Goblin Archers, not the regular Goblin Archers. He also have Moon Howlers and Goblin Big Bosses. I do agree with those picks. Moon Howlers are awesome if you use them correctly. We have Goblins and Biguns, Azag the Slaughterer, which is interesting choice. We have a Ragnarok Queen, Crimson Killers for all the picks, and more Goblins. So not really something you would see a lot in the multiplayer battles. Here we have Norscan player. This is more what we would expect. Basically, we have Marauders with great weapons. We have Norscan Ice Trolls, 2 of them. We have Trog. We have 2 Marauder Spearmen. We have 2 Berserker units, obviously. We have Norscan Ice Wolves and Skin Wolves. Norscan Ice Wolves, maybe not something you would see that very often. Here we have Bretonnians that are played by my friend Celester. So he obviously picked very mobile army, which is very good for free-for-all. Mounted Yeoman Archers, very good pick because they would range most of other cav, and they are very decent price. Then he has Questing Knights, Knights Errants, but the Regiments of Renown variety. Very good pick, lots of armor piercing. Then he has Knights of the Realm, Lionhearted, and Knights of the Realm for all this anti-large. He also do have King Luan and Royal Pegasus Knights. I think they are a bit overpriced, but that's a lot of life, obviously. With all the picks there, I don't think that is bad idea. Probably it would be better just to get better Pegasi than buy some cheap infantry. So let's see what's going on. It would seem that I will be attacked by those guys, and by Celester as well. So what I did, I'm preparing my infantry to face them. I'm being attacked a lot. So I put my infantry there. Those Nasty Skulkers will destroy the Spearmen, unfortunately. But the small Masters of Hoets against the Night Goblins, oh dear. I haven't seen that in the actual battle. That was an excellent use of the... Yeah, that was absolutely amazing use of those fanatics. Now here we have Spearmen going against Nasty Skulkers just to break them, basically. Nasty Skulkers against White Lions of Race. I am already starting to heal my guys because they've taken some damage. So those spearmen also. So what I'm doing here is already healing them, because those units will not fare very well against goblins at start after they charge, and I do not want to lose 50% of health. That will be very, very useful. I'm being obviously already shot, and this is from the unshielded side. This is unshielded side in the Warhammer, but as you can see, I was able to stop this attack, and I'm putting my spears in here. I've noticed what's going on. I have more spears, and Lothran Seaguards will deal fairly well with questing knights. I'm already pursuing them with another unit here, making sure those guys will be healthy. Now, this is a nice free-for-all right here. I'm making my spears. I will try to shoot Bolt Crawler into that Ragnarok Queen. We'll see how this will work. I have my White Lions of Race into the Beagles, but that charge was stopped, so that's very bad for me. I have my Spearmen against Goblins. That should not be a problem. His Ragnarok Queen is in my guys. That's a very bad, because they are non-anti-large. And that Bolt Thrower, that was a gambit that didn't pay off. But my Spearmen here are against all this cavalry, so that's good. And I was able to shoot them, and my Lothran Seaguard are more or less okay and will be fighting. I was able to get that Ragnarok Queen off my back for a moment. Alariel is now in very bad shape. But I am planning on healing her, obviously. These nasty skulkers are at the moment could be... Now I'm recharging those units. I'm charging those guys with the Light Lions of Race. I'm making my Swordmasters go against the nasty skulkers, retreating before the Crimson Killers so they wouldn't get any kills, chasing off some of this cavalry with my Spearmen, recharging my Masters of Horror straight into those Beagons and Crimson Killers. Nasty Skulkers. Yeah, I am healing with upgraded blood my Alariel. I was able to stop those guys. I am shooting here. And now I've sacrificed my Lothran Seaguard to fight those guys. I actually think they are, should be pretty okay. And more healing for Alariel. I do understand this was a mistake. I should have moved here and cast healing right here. That was a mistake. I am retreating that unit in hope of them being able to shoot some, and it kind of worked. Now those guys are spears into the Goblin Big Boss. Alariel already at the maximum of healing, so it wasn't really a point. The nasty Skulkers and everything collapsing on my Swordmasters of Heart, so that was a mistake. But as you can see, I am doing fairly well. I am well ahead of Celester and Guy House, and the Goblins are winning with me slightly. Now what's going on with the rest of the battlefield? As you can see, there is some engagements between the Marauder Berserkers and the Bretonnians, and there is an attack from behind into the lines of the Greenskins. And now those Berserkers got into, and the Mammoths got into my guys here, which is pretty bad. I mean, Berserkers I can handle, But the mammoth in here, again, very bad. I should have spears. Ragnarok spider is back. I am moving my spears to intercept those units, and I'm trying to shoot some. My Lothran Seaguards do not have the best position here, and the mammoth is unfortunately destroying here. But the Bretonians are doing very well, as you can see. I am out of healing at this very moment. But as you can see, that Ragnarok Queen is losing, and I am winning here. Although this War Mammoth is obviously not something I want to fight, I should be recharging those Marauders Berserkers. That would be something that will cost me a lot. Here we have perfect attack when those mounted yeomen are shooting marauders with great weapons. That is a very good target. They are hunting. I was able to chase down the Ragnarok Queen with the fire, but she's coming back. I have some spears against her and Azak. Trog is in my spears, which is not the worst. My White Lions and Masters of Horror are against Berserkers, so they should be fine. I am still shooting that Ragnarok Queen. Not doing enough damage, unfortunately, with those archers. Archers are not... They would be doing a lot better against that War Mammoth. He only had 70 armor. But right now I'm being charged. Lothran Seaguards have spears, but they were charged from the side. So things were lost here. Alaria is still alive, but obviously at the last breath here. Now Bretonians are fighting. Here we have Luen against Trog and some Norscan Ice Trolls. Alariel is dead by the War Mammoth. This charge is enough to break my lines. That is the end, I'm afraid. But even though I was attacked by Bretonians and the Greenskins, I topped everybody but that time of the battle, and the Greenskins were losing. But soon enough, obviously, other people will overcome me. But as you can see, I was doing fairly well. I will try to get some shots into that War Mammoth. If I kill him, that will be some points. It's mostly the health of the unit, but still. Here we have some defenders charging to Norscan Souls and the Trog. That's pretty bad. Questing Knights also will do some damage, especially against Trog. He has armor. Norscan Ice Trolls not so much. I'm still trying to do some damage to the King Luen, while my other unit, Lothran Seaguards, is holding those Pegasi Knights. But I'm afraid this will be the end for my units here. Still at the top, but will be overcome with in points in seconds. That was unfortunate, was attacked on two sides. I did make some mistakes, but so did other players. Now Trog is excellent, obviously, against that Arachnarch Spider. If he will do a lot of damage, if those Marauder Spearmen will kill Arachnarok, that would be Gaiho's already, because of those kills, because of those damage, on the top. And I dropped to the third place. due to the damage that was done to my guys by Celesters, Bretonnians, and now the Bretonnians are collapsing on the last player, Skyhawks. Those Marauder Spearmen is decent unit, but they won't be able to hold. As you can see, Terrified, Sword of Koran. Obviously Sword of Koran will make those guys very vulnerable. And Azak the Slaughterer and the Trog running away from Luen Laonker. All the anti-large collapsing on Trog, and Questing Knights. He has some armor. Not the best armor, but still Questing Knights will do a lot of damage on the charge. Cleaning up what's left with mounted yeomen from afar. And chased off. A valiant defeat, for me at least. And as you can see, I did fairly well, but not enough to do those damage that, unfortunately, with the mammoth in my midst, that was pretty devastating. And Skyhawks was able to capitalize on the damage that I did to those guys as well, killing them, attacking them from the back. That did a lot. Celeste is winning because he has the most people left alive, and that was very nice gameplay on his part as well. This Royal Pegasi did extremely well. Questing Knights also very well. As you can see, the Goblins didn't did too well against, except for those nasty Skulkers. Crimson Killers did very bad. They were against my my Swordmasters, and I was able to charge them, so they were stopped. Their charge was stopped. They did very few kills. My Masters of Horus did pretty well against those guys. Right, so, and the Skyhawks did extremely well with his army, making enormous amount of kills with both Trog, those Berserkers, and this War Mammoth. This War Mammoth only 109 kills, but this War Mammoth did kills against very powerful units like Swordmasters of Horus, like Wild Tyrants of Thrace, and Alariel, and I really should have some units, some spears in the back to stop monsters like that in the mid game. Alright, so that's it. I hope you like it. If you did, press like, comment if you will. See my other videos. I'm doing lots of videos in Tower series, some guide videos, training videos, mechanics videos, but I'm also doing let's plays in Tower series and other games. Thank you for watching, and see you later.